Hello, we're here with Emeritus Professor Monte Nyman, who has retired from Brigham Young University as a professor. And Mont, let's take a few minutes. What we wanted to do at this time is introduce his series of the Book of Mormon Commentary. And let's talk a little bit about your background first, Mont, in terms of what led you up to putting this series together.
Well, I graduated from Utah State University and had a degree in physical education, and I coached for 3 years, and then was asked by the church to come and teach for them, which I did, and I taught for 9 years in the Seminary and Institute program, most of it in the Institute program, including 4 years in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And then I was invited to join the faculty at Brigham Young University, where I was a professor of ancient scripture for 30 years. And then I retired, but after my retirement, I did several semesters in Jerusalem, both before and after my retirement, at the Brigham Young University Center there. And then I also taught 4 semesters in Nauvoo at Nauvoo, and taught the Doctrine and Covenants while I was there.
And in addition to that, I believe you did a number of travel studies to places throughout South America and such.
Yes, I directed for Brigham Young University. I don't have the exact count, but 15 or 20 or more, 2 or more week travel tours to Jerusalem and Egypt and surrounding countries. And I also did several travel tour studies, tourist groups to mainly Central America, going into Guatemala and down through other Central American countries.
It's a lot of travel, a lot of study of the Book of Mormon.
Yes, we did that after my retirement several times, but we have quit traveling in our older age, so we haven't done that for 3 years. 3 years ago we took our last travel group study, and since then we've decided that we wouldn't travel anymore.
Great. Well, let's this series of books that you've put together is specifically commentary about the Book of Mormon. Tell us a little bit about how you came to this and how you decided to put this series together.
Well, that's an interesting story. I was asked to substitute teach at a institute class for BYU students who were living in BYU housing but did not take a class, and they were taking an institute class, and I was called and asked to substitute, which I did. And after, a good brother asked me if I'd ever written this down, and I said, not really, and he said, why don't you? And anyway, that started a conversation, and I won't go into all the details, but I started to write it down, and it ended up in 6 volumes. So we published them. We published Volume 5, as it's known today, first, because it's 3rd Nephi, and the gospel doctrine subject of that coming year was New Testament, and so we decided we'd get that one out first, and then we worked on them individually from 1st Nephi through the rest, ending up with 6-volume commentary on it.
That's outstanding. It's a great series of books.